Hi, I am Arlissa Pinkelton, and I am here to share with you about the Algebra Survival Kit that I created. It includes everything you need to pass your algebra class. Definitely college algebra, but it also will work fine for high school algebra. So let's talk about what is in the kit. The outline of the topics included in the survival kit are Section 1, you want to get off to a good start. Section 2, reviewing the prerequisites. Section 3, the meat of the algebra content. And Section 4 is finish strong. This is the table of contents for the Algebra Survival Kit. On page 3, you see that you find how to use the kit. What is the best way to put the kit to use? Then you have the topics that are included in Section 1, Section 2, Section 3, and Section 4. We will go over each of those over the next few minutes in this video, but you do see that the list is a total of 230 pages. They are in a good, large size font, so they're easy to read. But you have 4 sections. We will go through specifically each one. Section 1, get off to a good start. That is me there holding the survival kit. That is a printed copy, even though it comes to you as a downloadable PDF. I'm just holding a printed copy. So in getting off to a good start, or Section 1, we have 8 success strategies to help you pass your class. There is an algebra cheat sheet, which is little tricks for doing algebra, different skills in algebra. There's formulas pages. There are 3 pages of necessary formulas, 1 page of pre-algebra and 2 other pages of algebra formulas, because those are required for your algebra class. Then you have some refresher videos that are for the basic skills, things like working with integers and decimals and fractions and working with some exponents, the basic things that you need to know, basic one-step equations, things you need to know that refresh your mind, that your teacher is going to expect that you know when you come to your algebra class. They're not going to teach the pre-algebra topics. They will expect that you already know those. Then there is a resource inside, remembering the formulas, or how-to tips to help your memory and help you to remember the formulas that you need. And then a planner is there for building balance between your work life, your school life, and your home life. And you can print that planner so you can have that to help balance your days, your weeks, and even your months, to make sure that you keep things in balance. These are pictures that come from the Section 1 of the survival kit. We've got the 8 success strategies and tips to help you pass algebra. We've got the formulas here. This is only a part of one of the pages. It's 3 pages of formulas, like I said. There's the algebra cheat sheet, includes all the tips and tricks and shortcuts. Then we have the help, I can't remember the math formulas, 8 easy ways to help you memorize them. The boost is in the basics, is the video prerequisite things that I told you you were going to need to make sure that you're ready for your algebra class. 8 tips for balancing school, work, and home. And then here is the cover of the balance builder, which is like a planner guide that you can use to fill in on a daily, weekly, and a monthly basis to help you keep balanced. Then we move to Section 2. Section 2 is reviewing the prerequisites within algebra and pre-algebra. Well, the prerequisites include working with rational numbers, so fractions and decimals, integers. All of that is involved in the So Much for Being Rational Numbers resource. There's some how do we do these things and some practice problems. Then you have an ebook or e-workbook on learning exponents. Everything and all the different ways that you work with exponents are included in this ebook and workbook. There's over 80 practice problems in here that you can use to help you. And each of those practice problems has solutions with worked out solutions. So that way you can see how do you solve or expand your exponents. Then there's an exponents page, which is the rules at a glance. This you can print and keep with you when you're studying for your exponent tests or whatever, trying to understand and remember those rules. Section 2 also includes how to successfully make it through the semester. It's 3 ways to make it through the semester. Some nice tips there for how to do that. Then we're talking about section 3 next. Section 3 is the heart or the meat of the content for algebra. It's everything you need to know about polynomials. It's an ebook and a workbook there. Again, practice problems, workbook, solutions. All about factoring, the different ways to factor monomials, trinomials. Do we do FOIL? Everything about factoring is included in this book, that part, the ebook. And then you have functions. You taught the skills, and there's a practice sheet with worked out solutions. And systems of equations are also included in the survival kit. These are the pictures to go along with section 3 of the survival kit. You want to learn to factor in 8 minutes, comprehensive guide and a workbook, learning polynomials in 8 minutes, also a workbook. We have the graphing of functions here, which one is a function and not a function. You're taught about functions, how to evaluate functions, how to do complex functions. All of that is included in the survival guide, survival kit. And then we have this graphic here on systems of equations. This shows solving them with graphing and what the graph would look like. But we've got in the survival kit it's included with how do we algebraically solve it? How do we graphically solve it? Solve systems of equations and systems with 2, systems with 3. I mean, it's pretty comprehensive, and there's practice problems along with worked out solutions. Then we move on to section 4. Section 4 is finishing strong. It is where you look at a resource that talks about successfully passing the final exam. After we've done all the things from the entire course, our prerequisites, the heart of the class, the things that we need, then we want to make sure that we can successfully pass the final exam. So there's some information here in the survival kit on how do you accomplish that? How do you finish strong to make sure that you pass your class, pass your algebra class? Also included in this kit are many examples. As I've said, there's hundreds of practice problems and the solutions are worked out. There's pages you can use for notes and for practice that you can work on within the survival kit. You can either print this document or you can just print the pages that you need. It is a downloadable PDF. It comes to you immediately after purchase, and you can start using it right away. So how do you get your survival kit? Well, www.8minutemaths.com/survival kit/algebra survival kit. And the reason why algebra survival kit is after that last slash is because there's other survival kits. So this is the one that's solely focused on algebra. Okay, so we look forward to seeing you over at 8 Minute Maths. Come and check out the survival kit. Thanks for watching this video. You could always like and subscribe to our page so that way when we put out more things, you're never lost or you don't miss out on any great content. You can check out other videos that we've uploaded on YouTube from 8 Minute Maths and then subscribe. We'd appreciate that. Thanks, and we'll talk soon.